one of whom being Ben Stokes. Now, didn't bat much like Morgan in the first and the third game. Got a 24 or 46 in the fourth one, was a good knock. And then 14 in the fifth one when he just looked pissed off with every single ball that got bowled to him. He was not enjoying it at all. But he bowled a lot more often than I thought he would in this series, and that was a pleasant surprise with his performance in that respect.
Yeah, I think his bowling, it's again, you don't really want him to bowl more than 1 or 2 overs, I guess. I think his economy rate in T20s is sort of approaching nines. But I still think that his best place batting wise is in the top three. And I guess I think we both agree on this that we'd rather have him move up to three in place of Milan and have a kind of a specialist finisher at six, but you're not sure who that is, to be honest. So I don't think anyone's necessarily banging the door down. If you've got guys like Livingston and Billings that could play there, but I don't think they're, it's not a case of why on earth are they out of the team. It's a case of, yeah, maybe they could play, but yeah. So I'd probably give Stokes a 7 or so. I think he batted well, reasonably. Obviously, I don't think he is a finisher, but I certainly think he did a serviceable job in the series.
Yeah, he can be a finisher, but he's not a finisher from ball one. If you want someone to come in and strike from ball one and hit your sixes, I don't think Stokes is your man, which is where the argument for him batting at three comes in, which allows him a little bit more time. It's almost the same thing we're bagging David Milan for. Yeah, he needs time to get going. Well, Stokes does need a little bit of time to get going, but the plus side that you get with Stokes is he is explosive. He's more likely to take advantage of a power play should you want to push him up to three than Milan would be. And you would argue that he could rotate it better than Milan. He's a bit more of a more dynamic cricketer. He moves around the crease a lot, whereas Milan is very static. But he definitely needs his role within the side defining, if for nothing else but himself, because he's one of those cricketers who needs to have an influence on the game. And if your influence is batting six for three balls and bowling 2 overs, that doesn't really suit Ben Stokes' his personality, the way he plays the game, his brand of cricket. He needs to be something a little bit more, which is why I hope he opens in the RPL with Butler, just so we can see the value of Ben Stokes up top as a batsman higher up the order, I think.
Yeah, I think there's definitely more upside with Ben Stokes at three. I don't think he's going to kind of sit there off like a run-up-ball knock in the teens. I think he's much more likely to get you a 10 off 2 and get out than a 10 off 3 and get out rather than kind of hang around. And I think he's obviously much more suited to taking charge of the power play, and obviously can bowl you 1 or 2 overs and allows you to bring in a specialist finisher, which obviously we don't know who it is. But yeah, I'd probably give him a 6 or a 7. I think he was serviceable without kind of winning you the game. But yeah, I do definitely agree. He needs a role, whether that's a top three batsman who bowls a bit or kind of a specialist middle order. I don't really know, but I think I'd certainly prefer him at 3.